Hello there, this is Awhobiwom and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back again to see another video. So guys, with a new month of October comes a new session, a new academic session. So we have like a lot of new students that have newly come and those that are still on their way to coming to start like the beginning of their studies here in Poland. And with all this newness also comes a drop in the temperatures and the weather. It is autumn season and I'm here with the weather report. So without talking too much, let's jump into the gist for today. So guys, I'm not talking about the weather report. Okay, maybe I am. I'm just here to give you essentials and some tips to handle the temperatures, the cold temperatures, the cold season, things that you need to know, the essential clothing that you need in your life this end of the year or this part of the year. So yeah, that's what we're talking about here today. So the first thing I would want to say is, if you're coming from sub-Saharan Africa or some other African countries that do not necessarily experience winter, this would be completely new to you. So your body may or may not understand the sudden change in temperature, which is why clothing is something that is very important. Hence, I decided to make this video so that you know that in winter, the things that are most important when it comes to dressing is warmth and comfort. So these are the two most important things. Let's forget style. Let's forget every other thing. Of course, if you're a stylish person, do you, right? But make sure that while you're being stylish, what you have in your head at the back of your mind is warmth and comfort, right? So the first thing I will talk about here today is your hair. So I'm going to start basically the whole outfit or the whole winter capsule from the top to the bottoms, right? So the first thing we'll start with is your hair. Now your African hair, your 4C hair, whatever texture of your hair is not necessarily accustomed to this kind of weather, and this weather affects your hair negatively. It's dry, it takes away the moisture on your hair. I don't want to go into full hair classes, but all I'm going to say is to make sure you put your hair in protective styling. Like I have here today, I have braids on, and the reason why I have is I know the temperatures have already gone down. I know, so I have it in braids. My hair is protected and it's going to be like this all winter long. So guys, that's the first thing. Make sure you have protective styling. The next thing is the beanie. So what you put on your hair to protect your hair from the cold. So beanie, head warmer, warm caps, whatever it is that you're going to cover on your head, because when the temperatures are low, trust me, you would feel cold even in your brain. You will feel cold in your head, right? You will feel the cold from on top of your head. So what is important is you need to cover up your head. Now, you know how back home people wear beanies for swag or style or to do fine boy. That is not applicable here. Everybody wears beanies or head warmers just to make sure that the cold is not going through your head. So you have to make sure that your head is covered. And like I mentioned before, when your hair is made, your scalp is also exposed, which means you need to constantly apply oils to your hair so that the weather is not just taking away the oil from your head as well. So constant moisturizing. So which brings me to moisturizing. So guys, in winter, the cold makes you, if for a black person, I'm speaking for a black person, right? You become ashy. You know how back home during the cold season, if you don't rub cream, you have like those ash colors under your elbows and all of that. Yes, that happens here too a lot. So during this winter period, I advise to get like oil. So apart from like your normal body cream or whatever moisturizer you're using on your skin, oils are very essential. Personally, I tend to use baby oils so that you are applying to all of these places, making sure that your entire body has oils on it, especially your face, because with the temperature, there is a way winter, like there's a way the cold does your face. Like you feel like your skin on your face has been stretched. And if you're someone who has dry skin, you're going to have it even worse than people who have like normal oily skin. So I would definitely advise to make sure you take your facials very seriously in this period. Make sure you have a lot of moisturizing, like you're moisturizing your face and a lot of oils, of course. And also your lips tend to crack with the cold, so make sure to buy, either you have like the lip balms in your bags or you have the Vaseline. Like me personally, I love Vaseline, and it's Vaseline that I use on my lips. I use it all year round. It doesn't matter if it's winter, summer, I use it on my lips very well. So Vaseline or lip gloss, regardless of whether you're a boy or girl, this has nothing to do with your rubbing lip gloss. Are you a woman? Drop that thing. That's, please. So please rub the Vaseline, make sure that your lips are moisturized, right? The next thing that I would move on to is your neck region, which means you need a scarf in your life. So you need to have the scarf. Now, scarves are so comfy and they are so warm. So whatever outfit you put on, the moment you put a scarf, you have literally like sealed this area from air going into your body. So that's what a scarf is for. So one thing is, in the winter, you have a lot of people wearing darker colors. Of course, you know very well that what happens with black tends to take in the heat, right? Dark color of clothing tends to give you, like, make you warmer than lighter color. So during the winter, most people are wearing like dark colors, so like brown, black, navy blue. So these are colors that you would see a lot. So you can add these colors to, when you're buying these items, you can add them or not if you don't want to. So yeah, so we have the scarf. The next thing is the upper part, which is the top part of your body. So like what I'm putting on here, this is like a sweater and it's not so thick. So yes, you can, the essential thing when it comes to winter dressing in winter is layering. You have to make sure that you have layers of clothes to make sure that you are warm. So like now it's autumn, the temperatures are low. If I want to step out now, I just need to put like a jacket on top of this and go, depending on what the temperature is, of course. But towards the end of the year, when everything starts to get colder, I can't do that anymore. So I would start my layering with something like this. So this light top, I can start with this and then put like a hoodie, or this could also be like a turtleneck, or I can put like a jumper on top, or I can put a chunky sweater. So just make sure that you have some extra clothing on top of what you already have inside, or even a button-up shirt. This is applicable for both male and female. Now, I looked through my analytics and I know that most of my subscribers are male, but yeah, I had to make sure that whatever information I'm passing across to you is like attending to both male and female. So yeah, so you have to have these items. So you start with this, then you top up with something else, and then you go coats, your coats, your jackets. So that's what you would do. So the coats tend to give you like this very official look, gives you a very, like, I love coats. So yeah, this is something that if you know you want to have that very official look, of course you can definitely buy a coat. Now the thing is, winter clothing are more expensive than summer clothing because of course they are thicker, they are bigger clothes. So you have to just know that this winter you're gonna spend money. You're going to spend money on the clothes. So from hundreds watt and above, you would be able to get like a good jacket or a good coat. So yeah, so we have that coat on. So you can either use a coat or you can use like a winter jacket. Now winter jacket, or the puffy jacket, or even the fleece jacket. Now the puffy ones are those ones that they look like this. Yeah, so you can have those on. They could be long, like full length to the ground or to your knee level, or just on your waist level. That's like t-shirt length. So in this case, you can have those ones. You can have the ones that have like the caps, that's they have like the hoodie type, and they have the ones that are just full to the neck. So it depends on which one you want, but most times the ones that have the cap are usually good for when it's snowing, so you can just cover up yourself so the snow doesn't touch your beanie or your head. So yeah, that's what that one is. For the fleece jacket, those ones are so comfortable because they have like the fleece underneath it, and it has like, it feels like a teddy bear, like it feels very warm. So you can also go for something like that. It's very warm as well. So now that being said, I remember one time when I went to work, and guys, I got stuck because the trams weren't moving or the trams were delayed. So in winter, you're going to have a lot of that. So trams might be delaying and all of that. and you really do not want to be standing outside for a long period of time. Your fingers would be so cold. I once stood outside after waiting for my tram for more than 30 minutes. My fingers, I couldn't feel them. So that means gloves are also essential. So you need gloves. So there are different kinds of gloves. You have like the leather ones, you have the normal gloves. We have like some that are very, very big. Like they look like the gloves that you use to take out something from the baking pan. I don't know what they are called. Yeah, they are very thick. So guys, depends on what the temperature is, but you must always have gloves. There are different kinds of gloves as well. There was one thing I struggled with at first. Every time you need to type, of course, you can't type on your phone with your gloves. You have to keep taking it off. So there are this kind of gloves that they have something on the thumb and on the finger. So they have something on the thumb which you can hold your phone and literally press even with the gloves. So you can find them online and buy them. The next one is the bottoms. So let's go to the bottoms. So of course you already have like your underwear. The next thing you would want to layer is, or the next essential thing that you would want or you need to own is a thermal tight. Now thermal tights are both for male and female. Males have it, females have it. So for girls, this is more like a long socks, like the tights. Some of them have like, they are all the way from a socks all the way to the top. Like you can wear them to this part of your body. What's this part? To your high waist. So yeah, so the thermal socks are very comfy. They have like fleece under, some of them have like fleece underneath them. So these are the ones I'm talking about. So they help you to stay warm. So when you wear like your undergarments, then you can put this, you can go with this on the top, then you wear your jeans. So it's applicable to both male and female. So you make sure you wear that under and then you wear your jean. So now if, of course, we have like the very light tights, so you could also wear these ones, but make sure that, because those ones are very light, so if you are wearing only those ones, you're definitely going to feel cold. So you can do padding as well. So you can wear the thicker ones and then wear the lighter ones just for the sake of it. Also, you can get like the long socks, the ones that are thigh-high socks. You can also buy these ones as well, so you're completely covered. So tights, trousers, whatever, you can wear it over those tights, right? Ripped jeans, I really do not recommend wearing ripped jeans in winter, but just in case you really want to wear ripped jeans, make sure you're wearing the thermal tights before you take on the ripped jeans, so that way the cold from the ripped part of the jean isn't going directly to your body, because you already have like the thermal part that has covered your legs. So make sure to protect your legs. The next would be the feet. So your feet also have to be covered. So make sure to get like cozy socks and even the normal socks. Some of the cozy socks, of course, you can wear them when you're at home. You can wear socks inside your house, or you have the socks, like thicker socks. Make sure you have them. For the shoes, you can buy like winter boots. The shoes that you wear in winter are much different from the shoes that you wear at every other time. So normally you can wear like your sneakers. I also wear sneakers in winter. Of course, if you're wearing your sneakers, you have to make sure that it doesn't snow, because some sneakers don't really have the grips for snow, or when you wear them during snow, you would literally slide over and fall, and you may break your teeth or you may hurt yourself. So I advise you can buy the Uggs, you can buy the thigh-high boots, you can buy the winter shoes, whatever. Make sure you have the proper winter clothes or the proper winter shoes as well. So now, that being said, winter comes with another thing that would happen this season is on the last Sunday of October, the time would change. So we're going to lose 1 hour, so we'll be 1 hour behind. And with that 1 hour behind, what that means is we're going to have longer nights and we're going to have shorter days. So you find out that the sun will be setting at 4 p.m, 3 p.m, depending on where you are. If it's in Poland, 4 p.m, everywhere would start getting dark, which means your productivity levels would also drop. If you are a morning person, you need to know that the sun is going to rise late and is going to set early. So you have to find ways to make sure that you keep yourself productive. Another thing I would advise is, because of that, the time which we have sunshine is very low. So vitamin D, you may not be getting enough of that. So I would advise that you buy vitamins, so either multivitamins or you buy vitamin D. If you go to like the drugstore or you go to like the grocery stores, just where the counter is, they usually, or the where the checkout is, they usually have those vitamins there. So you make sure you buy one, make sure you put it in water and drink, or whatever, however the vitamin comes. Make sure that you're taking a lot of vitamins and you're staying hydrated in that season. Another thing I would want to mention here is you need to make sure that you have tea. If you are not a tea person, you can be drinking hot water or warm water, right? But yeah, tea. For my Nigerians, I'm strictly talking to you. Yes, you. For Nigerians, tea is not milk, Milo, sugar. That's not tea. Tea is the tea bag. The Lipton tea, the one we call Lipton. That's what tea is. So you need to get tea. You can get whatever flavor of tea that you like. You can get tea, put it in hot water. Trust me, this combination is so heavenly. So put the tea bag, put a lemon, like a slice of lemon and ginger and honey. This clears your airways, like your throat. It makes you feel so good. So you can try this out. Make sure to have like the flask to put, like if you need like to put water and drink occasionally. In winter, you just have to stay covered. You know how you feel when you have malaria? That's how you feel in winter. You literally feel like you're sick, but you feel very sick, right? Those malaria-ish symptoms, headache, cold, those kind of things, they are very, very common to happen in winter. So you could also catch a flu. So yeah, you need to buy like the medicine for the flu. You need to have it handy because you may catch a flu. So make sure that you're not spending long hours outside, because like I said, the trams may delay. So make sure you're checking before you step outside. Make sure you spend the minimum amount of time outside. And when you're in your house, I'm hoping that you already have like the duvet, you put on the heater and cover yourself properly so you don't fall sick in this season. I'm making this video now because the earlier the better. The prices of these items are still lesser than they would be in a couple of months time. So you just prepare yourself both mentally, and of course you prepare yourself for the changes in the temperature that is happening. Make sure to always check your app, your weather app, before you go out and all of that stuff. So guys, that brings me to the end of the video. If you have recently moved to Poland, I have a video called Newcomer's Guide in Poland. You can check that out. I'll put it in the description box. Make sure to check it out. And guys, that will be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.